Hello and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I'm your host, Stacy Johnson, and this segment is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Let's get to today's question. It is from Jane. Jane says, can you tell me about investing? Is it better to invest in stocks or real estate? Well, Jane, you're talking to the right guy because I've been investing in both these things for, as a matter of fact, about 40 years. And I can tell you that they're both good ways to go, but there are big differences. Let's look at three different things on this topic. One, stocks have an advantage in that they're very portable and they're very liquid. In other words, I can convert them to cash immediately and I can carry them with me if I decide to move across the country. Now, let me give an example of why I was thinking about buying a condo right down the street here for an investment, okay? I didn't do it. I bought stock instead. Why? Because at that time, this was about a year ago, oil prices were very low, about $25 a barrel. So I bought into an oil mutual fund. And 1 year later, I'm up about 50% on that investment. That's way more than I would have made if I had bought a condo, and way easier because I didn't have to go through a realtor. I didn't have to fix up the stock. All I had to do is place an order, own it, and I made a lot more money. So in that instance, I was better off using stock than real estate. They both have about the same long-term return. They usually beat inflation, both of them, by a few percentage points. Sometimes you'll obviously do way better or way worse in either one, but generally speaking, over time, they'll both do about the same. Now, number two, the thing you need to know, stocks versus real estate gives you leverage. So if you can put down $10,000 and control a $100,000 house, right? So that means that $10,000, so let's say you buy a $100,000 house and you put down $10,000. The house goes up by 10%. Well, that means it's now worth $110,000. How much have you made on your money? Not 10%, because you only put up 10 grand. So if the house has gone up by 10,000, you only put up 10,000, you made 100% on your money. This is why real estate is such an attractive investment to so many people, because of the leverage involved if you're able to borrow money for a mortgage. Make sense? Okay. Finally, my advice on both these things. I would do both. I mean, there's no reason. It doesn't have to be either or, right? Own some stocks, high quality over long periods of time, something simple like an S&P 500 index fund. Own some real estate. Obviously, you own the house you live in, hopefully. And you might look at some rental real estate, but keep in mind, it's a lot more labor intense and a lot more difficult to buy and sell than stocks. But my advice to any budding investor out there is to definitely own both. And you can learn about both these things, obviously, at MoneyTalksNews.com. You can do a search for real estate. You can do a search for investing in stocks. That's your answer. You got a question of your own you want to ask? All you have to do is subscribe to the Money Talks newsletter. And then when you get it in your mail, in your inbox, hit reply, ask your question, and you might see it right here. Don't answer all of them, but you might be able to see it right here. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a profitable day.